Come spend the day with me. I sat down on the couch to answer some emails, and the second I got up, Cooper immediately stole my warm spot. And he had no remorse about it. He was like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? It's mine now. For lunch, I had visions of ordering a cheeseburger and fries, but I didn't. I behaved myself. I had leftover chili. I almost never cook, so I didn't want to waste it, so I had that. In the evening, I was feeling kind of blah and ran down, and I almost never lay down, especially in the middle of the day, but I did. I curled up in bed for a little bit. Cooper was happy to oblige, and I watched the sunset. And I was a lazy bum until I finally made myself get up and do a few little things around the house at least. I put away some dishes, just kind of like a few little chores, errands, because I was feeling kind of guilty for like laying in bed at like, I don't know, 5 p.m. or something, kind of crazy. So eventually I got up, did a couple of little things, but it wasn't going to last for long. I'm just feeling a little worn down, so I decided to hop back in bed. I'm going to make a TV night, and Cooper was like, no, pickle party. And he has been obsessed with getting 2 at a time, but he dropped one. He's like, here, hold this for a second. Let me go rescue my other pickle. He's like, one moment, please. Hopped down on the bench, came back. He's like, okay, good. We got them both. Now let's play. And if I ignore him for a minute, he'll eventually stare at me and then bark, which normally he doesn't bark too much, but he's like, hello, play. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I threw his pickle. But then like he demanded that I do it. And then he sits there and contemplates it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And so he wanted to wrestle. I threw his other pickle. And then as you will see, he was like, okay, I have to go get them. But he wanted to get both at once, which he did manage to do successfully at first, but then he dropped them. And this went on for a while, so I cut out some of it, but he was trying for a very long time to get both of these pickles. He's usually pretty good about it, but he doesn't always realize that he should get like the smaller parts of them. I don't think realizes how small he is, but he's like, judge me some more. Why don't you? He eventually did manage to do it and ran away with them. I was like, rude. So I went and found him. He was back on his favorite spot on the couch. Apparently my presence was no longer required. So I decided to do my advent calendar, starting with my Amber advent calendar. I opened this up and I was so excited to see another little candle. This one wasn't one of their holiday scents though. It was from their regular collection, Pistache. So cute, so pretty. Love that. And then I want to go on to my Pure advent calendar. I've gotten so many questions about where you can get this advent calendar. I'm so sorry to say I don't think you can actually buy it. It was sent to me by Pure, which I'm so grateful for. This scent, by the way, smelled so good. It smelled like classic Christmas, like cinnamony. Then on to the TikTok advent calendar. This was one of the Laneige sleeping masks, which I'm going to give to a friend because this honestly is not my favorite, if I'm being honest. Sorry. And then onto the Bark advent calendar. Cooper suddenly is interested. He's like, ooh, my turn. I was going to open up 2 doors because I missed yesterday. The first was a cookie, which Cooper doesn't get. Luckily, the second one was a toy. However, as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is not Cooper coated. It's hard. It's kind of big. It's spiky. He likes soft, cuddly things. Cooper's more of a lover than a hater. He doesn't really like the rough life so much. But he investigated, he tried, and then he looked up at me and was like, yeah, what am I supposed to do with this? But I told him to take it, which this has sped up this part because it took freaking forever. He finally did take it. He obliged. He listened to me. But he took it over to his bed and kind of deposited it there and had no interest in it. He was like, that's not for me. Let's go back to the pickles. And he immediately started throwing them all over. He lodges those things so high up sometimes. He gets them on counters, in my bathtub, like all over the place. But pickles are always approved for Cooper, so that's a win. And I'm so sorry for this very boring vlog. I'm just having a blah day. I'm just going to curl up and watch TV for the rest of the night.